Alrighty, another day, another dispatch. So I was supposed to be doing something different today. Product design. And full disclosure, I did start doing it, and then I did make this little color combination. I realized, wow, that's actually a really nice color combination. And there is this there's this podcast that I'm starting with a friend, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be like the perfect color for it. So one thing led to another, and I started down the path of visual exploration, and boy, did I have fun. Um, so, like the podcast itself, it's called Light Seeker, or in Bulgarian, Svetlo Tersač. And I felt that, okay, I'm happy, really happy, like with the graphic type of really strong typography and thing. But like, what if we actually spice it up a little bit with AI? So I've been doing a lot of image gen today, and that's what I wanted to share. One of the things that I did was, and I've been actually doing this, is I find something I like, mainly from Pinterest, because I have like a million things that I've saved over the years. And I would find something that I like, and then I would instruct ChatGPT to describe this visual aesthetic, like I did here. So I asked it to describe this visual aesthetic, and then I asked it to create a prompt for this. So let's see, I think it was actually this one. Yes, okay, so once I have the prompt, I kind of customized it, and I got to this one. So I then took that one. Usually like this image tracing thing, I've been doing in Illustrator, but it's been like probably over a year since I stopped my Creative Cloud. So I actually did find an alternative for image tracing that's inside Figma. It's a paid plugin, but it's like you pay only once, and it works really good. So once I got this image, I kind of like image traced it, and here you can fine tune the whole thing so that it works good. It does like this, and from there I can change the color and everything. It's pretty amazing. So this was like a quick thing that I did. But then I came across like something else that caught my eye, and it was this one, which is, well, I don't really know what it is, but it's just visually interesting. So I did the same thing. I asked it to describe it, and then it said that it's kind of like prehistoric, dotted texture, carved, etc., etc. And I did the same thing. Asked it to create a prompt, and then we started iterating. This was like the first one. Didn't really like it. Like it felt very demonic, which was totally not the vibe that I'm going for. So I started to iterate with it, make it solid, make it less perfect, because like this one was like really, it felt like machine carved. Make it embedded, etc., etc. And eventually, I got to this one. I wanted to, I asked it like to make it on a transparent background. Then I wanted to make one more iteration, but then it just said, oh, I can't do this anymore for some reason. But that's okay. I mean, once I got it from here, I copied it and I got it into Figma, and that's where the real fun started. So I'm just like experimenting with blending modes, and just fiddling a little bit like with these base image settings. You can get quite a lot of variation, just by doing this. So yeah, like it's just such a different process of creating. then I was supposed to get back to do the task that I was supposed to be doing to begin with. But I was on Pinterest again, and then I came across like this beautiful photograph of Gracie Abrams. And it's just the composition of it, the lines, like it's just beautiful. I mean, just look at just how perfect like the proportions of everything is. It's just gentle lines. I mean, obviously, let me just see. Like this one is okay, but like this one is just perfect. So I thought, what if we got to create a logo out of this? You're probably thinking like, well, what kind of a logo could we make? I was like, I don't know. Let's just find out. So I found, let me just see. Not this one, not this one. Yes, okay, so I found this one on Pinterest again. I really like that kind of a like elongated negative space type of graphic. So again, describe it, create a prompt, and adjust it so I can use a reference image. Perfect. So it did this, and then I threw in like the reference image and started to get some really nice results. Like this kind of like visual style, I've always been a big fan because it's just so pleasant for the eye. And this is a graphic that you can be using on as a logo, on packaging. It just works so good because it's so simple. So I've been iterating on this, and eventually I got to this one where I asked it like to turn the head a little bit more so I can see both eyes. And again, I got this, I copied it, threw it into Figma, and got to trace it, right? So we have like this kind of vector shape. And then I just started experimenting, and when I saw it like this, I felt that, hey, you know what, like it's gonna be cool just having it vertical and just have text underneath. So this is where I started getting like that kind of composition. Blue veil. I mean, what is it? Oh, it's coffee and roast, obviously. Or in the Bulgarian version of it, I renamed it to Silna Muma, which translates into strong woman, or a few iterations later, bright woman. And I really like this. There was just it's just really welcoming and intellectual, but at the same time, yeah, just kind, I would say. So I got to this one, and then I thought, hey, how cool would it be if we got to put this one as a sign, as a building sign? So this is what we got to do. Let me just refresh here. So here I asked it to, basically I gave it this reference image, again from Pinterest, and I said, you know, turn this logo into a sign. It did a pretty good job. I mean, the actual logo is not the same. I mean, it did apply some changes, like the face is different, the star is different, the font is different, but all in all, like, it's pretty good. If I was to, like, I could create a mock-up, like a Photoshop type of mock-up from this, if I had Photoshop. I really don't. But anyways, like, it's good enough, like, to visualize something. I asked it, like, to change this text into bright woman, And it did, like it just took it and put it here. So, and changed the face again. Now it looks more like Mona Lisa. So it's not like it's super accurate, but it's exceptionally fast at creating like these iterations. So it's just for visual exploration. What I figure out, like what works really good is creating like small incremental changes so that you don't get to confuse the model too much. Yeah, it's been just such a fun day, creating, like starting from this to this one. And by the way, like for this kind of visual aesthetic, I imagine having something like that as as visuals for that brand identity. It's just very, very interesting and very cool way of working, where if you have a vision for something, you can use this as a creation companion. And I really see how probably like in 5 years, 10 would be too much, but like 5 years, what we're gonna be able to do is we're gonna have like these changes happen in real time, and we're gonna be able to talk a little bit like actually like the voice conversation with the ChatGPT, where you're having a conversation but with the visual design. So in real time, I'll be like, you know what, like adjust the face so it faces a little bit towards me, a little less, make the eyes kinder, or like just give it instructions in real time and create. This is really what it comes down to, a little bit like Jarvis from Iron Man. Like Iron Man, Tony Stark is talking to the AI and he's working together with it, and the AI is just companion to it. So yeah, it's really, 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 really cool way of working. For me personally, once I have some kind of visual, this is a nice day. This is how you see it when something is untransparent. When I have some kind of visual like that, it's much easier like to start doing exploration inside something like Figma, because I don't really know what I'm looking for, so I'm kind of like playing and discovering. So that part is really it's more like let's try different colors, let's see if any happy accident happens. So yeah, it's pretty much it from today, and I hope that you have